I'm here at the JT Fox Mega Branding event in Los Angeles, and I'm talking to George Ngatai.
Very good, very good.
Thank you very much. George Ngatai is a very inspirational figure. He just gave a talk that started when he had 3 months left to live.
That's right.
And he said, who here would change something if you had 3 months left to live? I put my hand up and I said, you know what I do?
Spend all your money.
Spend all my money, blow it, have an amazing adventure. But you said no. Can you tell our viewers what you did?
Well, I think one of the biggest things is when doctors actually say, this is it, your time's up. That's what they actually see, and because it's clinical, that's, you know, that 1 + 1 = 2 to them. I sort of thought bigger than that. Yes, they said I had cancer. Yes, they told me I had 3 months to live, but there was more to that. There was my wife I had to think about, my children, and then there were the organisations and the tribal groups that I represented. So I chose not to actually accept the fact that they said I had 3 months. I went to them and I said, well, what are the medical things that I need to actually do to ensure that, you know, it will lengthen my life? And so they said, you have to do A, B, C, D. And I said, yep, that's fine, I'll do that. What are the other things you think would actually lengthen my life? And they said, well, that's probably about it. I mean, we're just going to make you comfortable. And so I decided that, well, that's what they said. I needed to actually keep around positive people. I had faith. God played a real important part to my life, and so I did more work with the church. And I said to my wife, look, I'll reduce on everything that I did, my talking time, my business time, my community time, and I'll spend more time on church. Because if I did that, to me, then this was God's problem, not mine. And I think that had a lot to do with the reason that I'm still living today, is that I've actually focused on a program that works with men, and that's been my focus over the last probably 13, 14 months.
So it sounds like when you were faced with this huge adversity, the thing that got you through it was that you found a purpose.
Yes, that certainly was my purpose.
So obviously our viewers don't necessarily want to be told they have 3 months left to live for them to find their purpose. What advice can you give to them so that they can realise their life's purpose now?
Well, look, let's actually put it into context. I had 2 family members who were told that they didn't have long to live. Cancer is very prevalent within our family. So my father died from it, my 2 brothers actually died from it. So they accepted the fact that these professionals actually said to them, you don't have long to live. And then what that actually does to people is that they sign themselves out. I chose not to. But I knew what my purpose was, and my purpose is to actually build families, build individuals, work with challenging communities, and if I wasn't around, who's going to do that? So I had in my mind, and my wife and my family and our support group, we actually made the decision, George, you just need to actually do positive things, you need to do more things around ABC, less things in this area, and we'll actually work with you to extend, we'll prove the clinician is actually wrong. It's really hard to explain, but my purpose is to actually support people that clock themselves out. Don't clock yourself out. Don't actually say, if somebody says to you, this is it, you can't do this, you won't be able to do that. That's not possible. Everything's possible. As long as you actually have people that speak into your life that's positive, people like JT Fox, people like influential people that have been faced on a regular basis with adversity, because that's what I've done. I've made sure that everybody that connects with me are positive.
Is there anything else you'd like to share with our viewers?
Well, look, I mean, it's a miracle. It's a miracle that I'm actually here today. It's a miracle that I've been given this opportunity to be on stage with JT Fox, because when I went to the first, I've only been part of the JT Fox family for 65 days, and in my mind I thought, oh look, I'm far too busy for this. But my friends that actually said they were coming didn't come, I did. And so here we are today, sharing a message of hope, sharing a message that we want to take around the world, and you know, I am so pleased and so honoured to be here and to speak this message to many people around the world.
And how can our viewers contact you if they would like to speak more?
Well, look, if they want to actually contact us, the website that we have is www.T for Tiger, O for Oscar, A for Apple.org.nz.
Thank you very much, George.
Awesome.